Good morning, everyone. Today, for our 30-day challenge, we're going to be talking about how to get started as far as making protein smoothies. Starting your day with a protein smoothie. I do that every day, so I want to give you a few tips on what I do every single morning. And you can ask anybody, all the staff at the office, my wife at home, my kids. They know every morning I start my day with a protein smoothie. So I'm going to show you exactly what I do. I've got my blender here. I've got it approximately half full with an ice cube in there just to get started. That's my base. So I start with a water base. We use RO water or bottled water. Don't use tap water. I use the Nature Pro protein. I like chocolate. I'm a kind of a chocoholic, so I like the chocolate flavored protein. Doesn't really matter. It's personal preference, whatever taste you like. But this is kind of a nice mixture I'm going to show you this morning. So I also use some unsweetened almond milk here. I use either unsweetened almond or cashew milk. But make sure if you're going to get a non-dairy type of milk, I would suggest not using soy. There's a lot of controversy with soy, so I like almond or cashew milk, but make sure you get the unsweetened kind. It's got no sugar added to it. It's a lot less glycemic than the sweetened kind. Sweetened kind has actually quite a bit of sugar in there, so you want to get the unsweetened almond milk. I also use veggie greens in my smoothie. Top it up with some veggie greens. I like the blueberry flavored veggie greens. It's got a nice taste to it. Veggie greens are full of nutrients and full of vitamins, and it's really kind of interesting when you put veggie greens in your smoothie. You'll know a few hours later when you go to the bathroom because your pee is golden, like it is golden yellow, just because of all the nutrients and vitamins that are in the veggie greens that start to pass through your body. So you really do absorb a lot of the nutrients and vitamins, and the rest that you don't use get passed out, obviously, in the toilet. But that's a great way to start your day too, with a scoop of veggie greens too. I personally don't eat a lot of vegetables. I mean, I really have to work on getting a lot of vegetables in. So I know to make sure that I get enough greens in my diet, I add veggie greens, okay? So I like to add some frozen blueberries. Put some frozen blueberries in my smoothie as well, so the chocolate blueberry combination is really nice. I will put a little bit of powdered cocoa in. I have my cocoa right here. So I've got just some unsweetened cocoa powder. I'll add that in. And I also put in some stevia. I have my bag of stevia here, so I'll add a spoonful of stevia just to give it a little bit of a sweeter taste to it. So I don't add any sugar or anything like that, but I do put some stevia in. Don't use artificial sweeteners. There's a lot of controversy about those. They can cause all kinds of bad reactions in your body. They lead to dementias and things like that. And we'll talk about that in our nutrition seminar. But stevia is a very natural sweetener. It's made right from the stevia plant. There's no calories in stevia at all, so it does give you a nice sweet taste. And this actually, I find this brand is very nice. It doesn't leave a bitter aftertaste like some other stevia brands do, okay? Okay, so here we are. I've mixed up all the ingredients that I just showed you. Here's some extras that I'm going to add. I've got some just natural peanut butter. I like to thicken it up with some natural peanut butter. Or you can use almond butter. Sometimes I use almond butter. Today I have some peanut butter here. Really important that if you're going to use peanut butter, you don't add the sugared peanut butter. This is just natural peanut butter. I have to keep it in the fridge because it does separate. The oil comes to the top. Here's a little tip. You keep it upside down. All the oil goes to the bottom, so then when you open it up, you have just the peanut butter. You don't have to stir it all up afterwards. But if you look at the ingredients of this peanut butter here, you go down here and it just says ingredients, just 100% peanuts, just dry roasted peanuts. There's nothing else in there. There's no other preservatives or additives, no hydrogenated oil. It's very natural stuff. So that's the type of peanut butter you want to use. I will also add some coconut oil. We sell this at the office. By the way, we do sell obviously the Nature Pro protein, the veggie greens. That's all available at the office if you want to get some of that. And then we have some coconut oil here. This is the Heartland coconut oil. If you put coconut oil in, you want to add extra virgin coconut oil. It does smell like coconuts. If you get coconut oil that's processed, doesn't smell like coconuts, that's not the good stuff to get. You want to get the extra virgin coconut oil that when you open the jar, you smell coconuts. Coconut oil is a really good, healthy fat. It does thicken up the smoothie as well, makes it very smooth, gives it a nice little flavor to it, but it does fill you up. It really gives you good, it takes away all the hunger. So you don't, I have this smoothie and I'm not hungry till early afternoon. I won't eat anything till early afternoon now. So good coconut oil, a tablespoon of coconut oil in there is really healthy. And the last thing that I'll put in here for today is I have some frozen avocado. I like to cut up avocado. I keep them in the freezer. It keeps them ripe longer. So I'll take a few chunks, probably about the size of maybe a quarter to a half of an avocado. So I have some avocado chunks, nice and ripe, and I'll throw those into the smoothie again to thicken it up. Gives it kind of a nice malted taste, type of taste. Avocado's got good healthy fats in it. No sugar, very, very good for you. Okay, so we add a lot of good ingredients. Sometimes I don't have any today, but sometimes I'm going to throw in some kale, either fresh kale or I buy the bags of frozen kale. It just keeps longer. I keep it in the freezer. I throw a handful of frozen kale in there too to flavor it up as well. So I'm going to mix this all up and I'll show you when it's done. Okay, here we are. We've got everything all blended up, all the ingredients in a nice, thick, beautiful, smells fantastic smoothie. And so I make my boys breakfast before they go to school. So got them a couple of nice glasses here. So this is what they have before they go off. So they don't eat boxed cereal or anything like that. We try to feed them some good healthy, to start the day off. So we make a big full blender of smoothie and it's going to make 3 or 4 glasses. So there you go. Cheers. Give it a try. You'll love it. Have a great day. Keep up the good work.